Welcome to NBA 2K TV this week. It's an interactive special, so who's ready to earn some PC?
Here's how it works. We ask
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop brain, Kenny Sweet. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
From New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now, they honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations. Who plays when and where. And how long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary, but typically you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns is out there with Looney. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Robert Covington. Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. Parker looking over the floor. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Okogie. And it's Lynch with the rebound. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. He thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
And, you know, if that's where they're focused on effective shooting, they'd be really smart to get it inside as much as possible. Get those high-quality looks in the paint area.
Stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Okogie. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
It's deflected. Durant against Covington. The pass to Parker. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get something going. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's just a difficult assignment. I mean, having to guard Towns in that area, he's always going to find a way to get his shot off clean.
Here's AI, and the layup's good off the glass. AI got his second basket.
And guys, a big moment for a player in their career is when they have their own signature shoot. Well, the rise to stardom continues for AI as he now has his own shoot.
Well, everything that AI touches turns to gold, and surely both he and Nike are pleased, Greg, with the design of the shoe. Robinson kicks to AI. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Timberwolves trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Got a piece of it. And stolen by AI. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Parker against Smith. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Parker in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Town. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Quick trigger off the catch and shoot. Towns giving the defense no time to react.
AI, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Covington against Durant. Shoots from the line, connects, the jumper drops. Covington's got his first basket.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now here's Parker. 9 points last game out. To the middle.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And it's AI missing.
And, you know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
Now here's Parker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Looney, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Durant, wide open, he fires. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Covington against Durant. Okogie from outside off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Tom Thibodeau is a demanding coach, Clark. We know that. His teams have responded, though, but sometimes teams can wear down from that style. Does that concern you in Minnesota?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, he's shown that he's got a proven track record for having teams be successful. And with ownership behind him, I think the players will follow his lead. Remember, he's got the dual role as coach and president of operations. Not sure if that is always the best way to go about it, but in this case, with the alignment with ownership, I think it'll work.
Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. Clark, in your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
Yeah, you know, it varies from team to team. You know, you've got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. The teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
Parker finds Wiggins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. The Knicks leading by 8. AI right side. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. And while there's a break, here's a collection of the shooting guards that have made an impact with their passing this season. The leading assist men among 2 guards. You look at AI, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to call him a true 2-guard because of how often their offense runs through him. Maybe he's more like a 1.5 guard.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Ken Burge is checked in for Robinson. Bielitsa comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Ntilikina in for Smith. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 to shoot. Snatched away. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now.
And like you said, they're up there in points off turnovers. They apply pressure, always ready to pounce on a mistake and take advantage.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Wiggins, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wiggins has got his second basket. The Knicks leading by 6. AI right side. With some arc, down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Elliott passes to Bates-Diop. At the elbow with Saric. From about 16. Rebounded by Knox.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Wasted no time on that one. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection. Boy, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
AI in the post. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Here is Elliott, trailing by 13. Laverne dishes to Wiggins. They can't stop the run with that one.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 18 points for AI.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Bates-Diop. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Laverne, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss. And you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Minnesota calls timeout. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed the way the game is officiated.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Smith scanning the floor. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Looney. He's out there with Towns. Robert Covington out there with Parker. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Raptors put on a show. Just an incredible number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin, will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
Here's Towns. It's not going to go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Smith against Parker. He kicks it to Covington. Five on the clock. Takes a three. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Parker. Okogie. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
Covington with the bucket.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
AI right side. It's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Now off the inbound. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Covington. They grab their own miss. Okogie. Robinson with the block. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Parker against Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Okogie, and it's good on the assist by Parker. He's got 10.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Down low. Left side, Towns.